Hello and welcome back to another lesson on how to earn money using ChatGPT. In this lesson, we're going to create a website using ChatGPT. Yes, I know it sounds a bit odd, but you can actually create a website using ChatGPT. It's pretty simple. I'll show you. And we're just going to take the codes from ChatGPT and we're going to paste it in a platform to write codes. So first thing, what we're going to need here is Visual Studio Code, okay? Now this is Visual Studio Code. Now here you can actually write code and it's really easy to write code here, okay? If I press exclamatory mark just like that and then press enter, you can see that we get a structure of a website, HTML. If you're you can actually edit it from here and name whatever you want to name your website through here, the title. And basically you can actually do this very easily if you're a mid-level coder or even if you're a beginner coder, you would know that this is how it works, the Visual Studio. So let's get back to ChatGPT. Okay, now in ChatGPT we're going to type in some things which are going to give us the code. So we can simply just ask ChatGPT to write us a code about the website that we want to use, or we can just now if you want to download the Visual Studio Code, you can go to the Visual Studio Code website, and this one is the website here. So if we go in, you can see inside there is the download button and you can actually download it for your Windows, and then you can just start editing right away, no problem. All right, so we're gonna get back to the Visual Studio Code. Now this is the interface here, and you need to set some things up here, okay, like the live server. If you don't have the live server extension, you can just simply go to Visual Studio Code, and here in the extensions you can just simply type in live server. So the top one here is the live server, and we're going to click on it, and you can see here I've already got it installed, so it says uninstall. If I haven't installed it, it would have said install. Okay, so that's what you're going to need. The live server, actually, when you are making a website, you can view it directly just by right clicking and give the option. Okay, so we're going to start off, and basically we have everything we need right now. And we're going to go back to ChatGPT. Firstly, if we're going to go to the folder where we got everything. Now you have to create a folder for your website, whatever you're going to post, or if you have any images that you want to post, you have to upload it in this website. Okay, so if you just go and click on text document here, right click and then go to new, you have to create a text document. Just click on the text document and then name it. You can name it whatever you want, but I'm going to name this index, and now press enter. Once we do that, we have this document file. Okay, so we're going to save this document file not as a document file, we're going to save it as an HTML file. Okay, just simply go there and type in .html. Once it's done, just press enter. Now you can see that there is a browser extension here called index, and we don't need the document text. All right, so we need this one. So this is going to be our website. Okay, so if we basically click on it, it's going to take us to this blank page, which we're going to edit later using ChatGPT, which is very simple. So we're gonna go back, and you can see that this is the blank page right here. Okay, whatever we're going to do, we're going to do it here, and let's cut this off right now because we're not gonna need this right now, because the main job is going to be with ChatGPT and Visual Studio Code. All right, so we're gonna go back to ChatGPT, and we're going to simply ask ChatGPT how we're going to make the website, what we need, and what we're going to apply for the website. If we want the style sheet like CSS codes, we're gonna ask for the CSS codes as well. All right, so now basically what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you another platform that you can use, which is the Notepad or the Notepad++. The Notepad++ is the best one in Notepad series, okay, for coding. Actually, if you want to start with code, Notepad++ is really a nice platform that you can start with. But if you're like a beginner, you can really do with Visual Studio Code. And now we're going to go to the index file again. Now you can see here we have the index file, and we're going to delete this one because we're not going to need it. Okay, so here in this index file, you can see here, this is the index file and this is the test file that we created, but this is the test file here. Okay, so since it's in HTML, we don't need this right now, so we're just gonna stick to the index file and the style.css. Okay, so we're gonna go to like the ChatGPT and we're gonna ask it to write us a code. Okay, so I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write me a code on a website, especially a tech-based website. Okay, so I'm just going to start by typing right here. So in ChatGPT, we're going to start by typing. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to write me a code of a website, and I'm going to ask it, can you make me an HTML code for a website with CSS and okay, so it says certainly here is a basic HTML code with some CSS styling to get you started. Okay, now it's writing our code right now. We can just simply copy it later, but first we need the code. So it says here CSS styling to get you started, and you can see the code is being written here, and we just simply need to copy it and then paste it in the VS Code. And we also need the CSS part as well because it's important for styling the website. Okay, so these lorem ipsum, these are all the dummy text. Okay, we can just later on we can just replace them with original text that we prefer. So it says here this code creates a basic website layout with a header, navigation bar, main content section, and footer. The CSS styling includes background colors, font families, and padding to create a visually appealing design. You can modify this code and add your own content to create your own website. All right, so the CSS part is embedded inside. So I'm just going to copy this code. Once I've copied it, I'm gonna go to the Visual Studio, and inside the index.html, I'm going to paste the code. It's as simple as that. Just simply go to paste and just paste it. Now you can see that every style has given. Okay, so once it's done, I can just simply view this with the live server. Like I told you to install the live server previously. This is why I told you to install it, and it's really good, a useful extension. So open with live server here. Once I click on it, it's gonna open my website in a live server in a browser. Okay, so this is my website here, and I can change the language to English. So once I do that, you can see this is my website. Welcome to my website. I'm going to change the name here, no problem, in a bit. So I'm just gonna go to the title, and it says my website. I'm just going to name this, let's say, I can name it whatever I want. So I'm just gonna name it Voila. All right. So once I've named it Voila, I'm just going to go to the live server and run it. Now you can see in the title here it says Voila, but we need to change the name of the website as well. So I'm gonna go here. There you go. So in the header we have the title or heading of our website, so we're gonna change the heading, and we're gonna name it the same thing we named the title. Okay, so I'm just going to select this part and delete it, and we're going to type in Voila. All right, open with the live server. Now you can see that the heading has changed and we have our name for our website. Okay, and this is the home button or the navigation bar. Okay, and then this is the description of our website. Okay, now if you want, you can definitely edit the website using HTML, and you can do it whatever like you want. Okay, so the heading 2 here says welcome to my website. All right, if I want, I can change this as well. So welcome to, I'm just going to change this part, select it and delete it, and then I'm just going to type in Voila, welcome to Voila. All right, that's the name of my website, and we're going to run it again with the live server. Yeah, you can see here welcome to Voila. All right, so, and if we want, we can just change the lorem ipsum, the dummy text, to original text. All right. Okay, so now if we want, we can add images or anything else that we want to. All right, so the job of ChatGPT is done, and simply go to the website, and if we want to edit something else, we can do that as well, no problem. All right, so now if we go to the folder that we created for this website, you can see these are the stuff that are here, and we're going to add some images here. Okay, so I'm gonna go to another site. So I'm just gonna go to Google, and here I'm going to add some images. So let's go to Google to find some images, and I'm going to type in, let's say, tech related images. We're going to type in this and then enter, and we're gonna take some pictures from here, any pictures that we got. So there are a lot of pictures here, so we can just select any one we want. Just for example, that's why I'm taking images from Google, to just show you how you can do this. You can do it however you want, like you want it. So if I want, I can choose this image. So if I want it, so it's in a JPEG format, so I'm just going to choose it, and I'm going to designate this location to the folder that I want it to stay in. Okay, so I want to change the name as well, so I'm just gonna give it Voila, since we're gonna use it in our website. So I'm just gonna name it after my website as well. So now we're gonna go to Visual Studio Code, and we're gonna apply the image. Now you can see here in the far left, the image is here in the folder, the same image that we downloaded, and the same image came here, right here in the Visual Studio Code. All right, so that's because I pasted it in the folder, in the HTML folder. That's why it's in the Visual Studio Code as well. All right, now we're going to use the image, and in order to do that, we're going to go and create an image tag. Okay, now the image tag is very easy to apply as well. So if we go to run the live server, I want to paste images here, up here. Okay, up here the images will float, and we're gonna see, like, I'm gonna create like a cover for my website. So that's why I'm just going to place this right here after the body. So I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, so I'm just going to create some space first, and then we're going to apply the tag, which is going to be image source. Okay, just type in image, press enter. You can see here image source, and inside we're gonna type in the name of the picture that we're going to add. All right, so we're just going to go and type in the image name, and we don't need this one. There's no work for that one right now, so we're just going to type in image source, and then inside we're gonna place the picture. Okay, so we're gonna paste that one right here, this picture here, and we're gonna just type in voila, and you can see here they suggested, yeah, this one. So we're just gonna select it, and now it's done. We can just run this in the live server and take a look how it looks. So you can see here the picture has come here, and it's like a cover photo, and it's fitting really perfectly. So but the other place it's really blank, so we're just gonna paste some more pictures here, and I'm just gonna create another tag, and we're just type in image source again. If we go to Google and find some more pictures from Google, tech related tech, okay, and go to images. Here I'm just going to select this one, and yes, it's a JPEG file. I'm just going to change the name first. Let's name this well2. All right, okay, so well2 is there, and we're gonna go to Visual Studio, and we're just going to use this image again. Now it says it's in another format, so we're just gonna change this format to JPG format. Okay, so just select rename and then type in JPG. Okay, now it's in a photo format. We can view it as well, so we can also use this picture right now. Okay, and now we're going to go to Visual Studio Code and type in image source, press enter, and we have our image source. Now in here we have well2. Okay, once we do that, open with live server. Well, you can see the picture is really small, right? We need to adjust this picture. We can adjust it using Visual Studio Code as well. It's pretty simple. We just need to go here and delete the alt. We don't really need this part, not right now, that is. So we're just gonna type in height or width. So width, we're going to select, let's say, just to adjust it, we're gonna take a look how much is it in 200 pixels. So 200 pixels is very small. Okay, so we're gonna type in a bigger number, so let's give 500 and open with live server. Okay, so this one fits perfectly. Okay, almost perfectly. It doesn't mean it doesn't have to be really perfect, but in order for it to fit, now we have another blank space. Okay, so we can add another image. So we can just simply go to Google and download another image from Google. So tech related images. So we're gonna select any type of pictures from here. So since we have a tech related website, we're just going to choose any type of tech related picture. Let's say let's choose this one, and right click and save image. So this is a JPG format as well. We're gonna name this well3 and save. Once it's saved, we can just go back to, you can see that it's in another file again, another format, so we have to change the format. Just to change it, just rename it and JPG, type in JPG, and now it's back to the image format. Now we can use this image here, type in image source, same process, just type in image source, and we're gonna use the well3 and delete. We're just going to run this live server, and you can see the image is very small, so we can't use it like this. We just have to adjust the size of the image, delete it, and then type in width is going to be 500. Let's take a look how it looks right now. It's too much. 500 is really too much. We're gonna have to dial it down a bit, so we're just gonna dial it down to, let's say, 300 and see how it looks right now. So 300 is too small, not 300. We're gonna go with 400 this time and see how it looks. 400 is a bit bigger but not enough. It's a bit smaller, so we're not gonna use 500 pixels. We're just going to use, let's say, 450 and open with live server. So 450 is almost perfect but not completely perfect. It can be better, so let's try to make it better. Let's turn it up a bit. Let's give it 480 and see how it looks. Now 480 is pretty fine, almost perfect, but we still got some it's still a bit small, right? So let's try to adjust it perfectly. If we want to adjust it perfectly, we can just go here and 490 and see how it looks right now. Now 490 is too big, so we can't use it like that. We're just gonna go back to 480. 480 is almost perfect, so okay, so we'll just keep the 480 pixels. Okay, so now it looks like a full cover photo of our website. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing is perfect actually, and we can just see that how we used ChatGPT to create a website here, right? So here I can just go here and delete that. All right, so if I want, I can actually create a CSS page as well. Make me a CSS design code for a tech related website. So you can see here, you can also get a CSS page if you want, that is. Now I'm just experimenting, seeing what we can do actually. If we can add a CSS page, then good. If it doesn't require it, it doesn't really require any CSS page actually. They've already designed it for us. So I'm still gonna add one and see how it looks. So you can see here, this is the CSS page here, and it's still writing. And once it's done, I can just copy it and paste it in. All right, so it's done. So you can modify the colors, font, family, and other styles to match your specific design preferences. Okay, so we're just gonna copy it. Let's copy it and go to Visual Studio, and in the style.css, I'm just going to paste it. Once it's done, we can go back to index, and we're going to link the page. We're going to link the style.css to this HTML page. Okay, so to link it, we're going to type in link ref. So href is the linking page, linking tag, and we're going to link it the style.css okay, this website. So once I type in style.css right here, the name, and we're going to now check it in the live server how it's doing. So you can see here in the live server there's not much difference between the previous one and now this one. So it doesn't matter if you're using this CSS or not. What matters is that you have your website. Okay, so that's basically how you do this website building with ChatGPT. You can actually use all of these here and CSS and all of them. So if you want, you can actually change the colors here, and if we change this color, let's see how it looks in the main folder, main website. So there's not much difference here. Okay, so that's basically how you create a website. All right, so if we change this one to red, and so you can see here we change the navigation bar to red. Well, that's basically how you create with ChatGPT. Okay, so that's it for today, and I'm going to see you in the next lesson again. Okay.